everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look right over here. It's a very classic black smoky eye, but I did add a little bit of pop of a silver in the inner corners, and I just thought it gives a nice little zing to a very timeless look. And yeah, this is going to be a voiceover tutorial and it's also full face, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put on a base. I'm using L'Oreal's Infallible Matte Foundation. I'll leave specific names to everything down below because sometimes I can't remember exactly the products I use, so everything will be left down below. I'm just buffing that into my skin per usual. Next up, I'm going to be concealing. Now, you could leave concealing till after you do your shadow if you feel like you have a lot of fallout, but for me, I like to do it before. So I'm just doing the whole triangle situation, and I'm kind of going to be highlighting the middle of my face as well, and then just going to be buffing that in with the same foundation brush that I used. Before I set anything, I'm going to prime my eyelids with MAC Soft Ochre. I like to do this because I like to set my eye primer as well. To set my concealer, I'm using this Cover FX powder. I'll leave the exact name down below. I'm using Fix Plus to dampen my beauty blender because I was at Ipsy OS and I couldn't get to a sink at that moment, so I just made it work. So I'm kind of baking my under eyes. Not only is this going to prevent concealer from creasing, it's also going to be easy to wipe away any fallout from the shadows. So onto the eyes, I'm using my full exposure palette, and as a transition color, I'm using that color that you just saw. I'm kind of doing a nice blown out crease action thing with this transition color, and this is going to help everything blend super flawlessly. Now that that's all blended, I'm going in with a darker brown and a little bit more of a precise blending brush, and I'm placing that darker brown kind of more concentrated into my crease, my actual crease. And I'm just taking a bigger, fluffier brush and blending everything back together. So now onto the black. I'm using the black from the Full Exposure palette, and I'm just going to be patting that onto my eyelids. Now, a lot of people like to use a gel base or something like a gel consistency, but for me, because I have such hooded eyelids and they have a lot of creases in them, I find that when I use any base like that, like a black base, my smoky eye creases. But if you wanted something a little bit more dramatic, then you could totally go ahead and add a black base before applying your black eyeshadow. So I just keep building up that intensity until it's at the point that I want it, and then I start blending. Don't be scared to blend away the black shadow because you could always add more if you want it to be a little bit darker. So now that my shadow is at the point that I want it, I'm just wiping away the excess powder underneath my eyes. I'm sorry about my phone. And yeah, I'm just gonna wipe that away, and all the fallout's gonna go with that powder. Now for my lower lash line, I'm taking that darker brown eyeshadow and smudging that underneath my eye. You guys know I love a very smudgy lower lash line. If you don't like this, you don't have to do it. And I'm also going to be applying some black eyeliner to my lower lash line, and I also applied it to my, what is it called? I tight lined with it. Yes, that's what it's called. So once I have that in my lower lash line, I'm going to take some black shadow on a precise brush and smudge it out. For my inner corners, I wanted a nice pop, and this is the Makeup Forever, I believe it's called Diamond Powder. I hope it's called that. I'll leave it down below. I used a little bit of Fix Plus, and I just put that on my inner corners. I think it adds the most beautiful just brightness to such a dark look. So I actually applied some false lashes off camera, and I don't know why I didn't even film like the products that I use, but I'll leave them down below. I'm just bronzing my face now. I'm using my NARS Laguna bronzer. And to contour, I'm using the Balm's Bahama Mama. I love a really nice contour when I have such a dark, smoky look going on. And for blush, my favorite blush ever, we're going to be using MAC's Warm Soul. So beautiful. I just can't say enough good things about this product. Now for my highlight, I'm using Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. As always, I'm literally obsessed with this product. So good. For lips, I wanted to do something extremely nude. If you're feeling a little daring, you could totally go for like a darker color, but I just really love the way this muted nude lip look went with the actual eye look. And with that, we are done with the look. So here is the final product. And that is it for my black smoky eye. Please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!